I've spent years diving into the world of self-help, personal development, and the tantalizing allure of the law of attraction. You know the drill. Visualize your dreams, think positively, and the universe will conspire to bring your desires to fruition. It's a seductive promise, isn't it? The idea that we can simply wish for something, align our vibrations, and watch as the cosmos bends to our will. But let me tell you, the reality of manifesting is far more complex, and often it's downright shocking. I remember the first time I stumbled upon the concept. I was scrolling through social media, and there it was, a beautifully designed quote about how thoughts become things. It felt like a light bulb flickering to life in my mind. I was captivated. I read books, attended workshops, and immersed myself in the teachings of those who claimed to have mastered the art of manifestation. I learned about vision boards, affirmations, and the importance of gratitude. I was ready to manifest my dream life. I started small. I wanted to manifest a new job. I crafted my vision board with images of the office I dreamed of, the colleagues I hoped to work with, and the salary I desired. I repeated affirmations every morning, convinced that my positive energy would attract the right opportunity. I felt empowered, like I was taking control of my destiny. But then reality set in. Weeks turned into months, and nothing happened. I applied for countless positions, tailored my resume, and went to interviews, but I was met with rejection after rejection. It was disheartening. I began to question everything I had learned. Was I not visualizing hard enough? Was my energy misaligned? I dove deeper into the rabbit hole, consuming more content, seeking answers. I found people who insisted that my doubts were the problem. They said I needed to raise my vibration, to trust the process, to surrender to the universe. So I tried harder. I meditated, I journaled, I practiced gratitude with fervor. Yet the job I wanted remained elusive. Then came the moment of reckoning. I had a conversation with a friend who had been on a similar journey. She was a firm believer in the law of attraction, and she shared her success stories with enthusiasm. She had manifested a beautiful home, a loving partner, and a thriving career. I listened, feeling a mix of admiration and envy. I wanted what she had, but then she said something that struck me. You have to really believe you deserve it. That's when it hit me. I didn't believe I deserved it. I had spent so much time focusing on what I wanted that I had neglected the deeper work of self-worth. I realized I was stuck in a cycle of wanting without understanding the underlying beliefs that were holding me back. I had been so focused on the mechanics of manifesting that I had ignored the emotional and psychological layers beneath it all. I started to explore my beliefs about money, success, and love. I uncovered fears that had been buried deep within me. Fears of failure, of inadequacy, of not being enough. I began to see that the law of attraction wasn't just about positive thinking. It was about confronting the shadows within myself. It was about healing the wounds that had shaped my perception of what I could achieve. As I delved into this inner work, I began to shift my perspective. I stopped viewing manifestation as a magical process and started seeing it as a journey of self-discovery. I learned that it wasn't enough to simply visualize my desires. I had to embody the person who already had them. I had to align my actions with my intentions. I began to take small steps toward my goals, not just waiting for the universe to deliver. I networked, sought mentorship, and honed my skills. I realized that manifestation requires effort, resilience, and a willingness to face discomfort. And then something shifted. I landed an interview for a position that felt aligned with my values and aspirations. I went in with a newfound sense of confidence, not because I was clinging to the idea of manifesting, but because I had done the work. I had faced my fears, embraced my worth, and taken action. I didn't get the job, but I walked away feeling empowered. I had shown up as my authentic self, and that was a victory in itself. The more I explored this journey, the more I understood that the law of attraction is often oversimplified. It's not just about thinking positively. It's about taking responsibility for our lives. It's about recognizing that we are co-creators of our reality, and that means acknowledging both the light and the dark within us. It means understanding that our thoughts and beliefs shape our experiences, but it also means recognizing the systemic barriers that exist in the world. I began to see how the narrative around manifesting can be problematic. It can lead to a sense of individualism that ignores the larger social context. It can create a false sense of agency, making us believe that if we just think positively enough, we can overcome any obstacle. But what about those who face systemic oppression? What about those who are marginalized and disenfranchised? The law of attraction can sometimes perpetuate a narrative that blames individuals for their circumstances, ignoring the complex realities of life. I started to engage in conversations about privilege, equity, and social justice. I realized that while I was on my journey of self-discovery, I also had a responsibility to consider the broader implications of my beliefs. Manifesting isn't just about personal gain. It's about how we can contribute to the collective good. It's about using our gifts and talents to uplift others, to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. As I continued to navigate this path, I found myself drawn to the idea of community. I began to seek out spaces where people were coming together to support one another, to share their dreams and struggles. I attended workshops that emphasized collaboration over competition, where the focus was on collective manifestation rather than individual success. It was a refreshing shift. I realized that when we come together, we amplify our intentions. We create a ripple effect that can lead to profound change. I also learned the importance of patience. In a world that often demands instant gratification, the journey of manifestation can feel frustrating. But I began to appreciate the beauty of the process. I learned to celebrate the small victories, to find joy in the journey, rather than fixating solely on the destination. I discovered that sometimes the universe has a different plan for us, one that may not align with our initial desires, but ultimately leads us to where we need to be. Through this exploration, I began to redefine what success meant to me. It wasn't just about achieving external milestones. It was about cultivating inner peace, authenticity, and connection. It was about living in alignment with my values and contributing to something greater than myself. I realized that true manifestation is about embodying the qualities we wish to attract: love, compassion, resilience, and gratitude. And so I continue on this journey, navigating the complexities of manifestation and the law of attraction. I embrace the messiness of it all, the ups and downs, the moments of doubt and clarity. I remind myself that it's okay to feel lost sometimes, to question the path I'm on. I've learned that the universe doesn't always work in the ways we expect, but that doesn't mean it isn't working for us. I've come to understand that manifestation is not a linear process. It's a winding road filled with twists and turns. It's about being open to possibilities, trusting the timing of our lives, and remaining committed to our growth. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected, that our dreams are woven into the fabric of a larger tapestry. So, as I stand here, reflecting on my journey, I invite you to consider your own relationship with manifestation. What beliefs do you hold about your worthiness? What fears are you carrying? How can you embrace the complexities of your journey while remaining open to the magic that exists within and around you? The shocking reality of manifesting and the law of attraction is that it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey, the lessons learned, and the connections made along the way. It's about embracing the fullness of our humanity, the light and the dark, and recognizing that we are all capable of creating a life that resonates with our deepest desires. It's about understanding that while we may not have control over everything, we do have the power to shape our perspectives, our actions, and ultimately our reality.